going on, guys? It's Hector here. And it's maybe like episode 1 of my life story. This is my phobia of Tim Westwood story, and I have deliberately swapped this one and my second episode around purely because I feel like the second episode is more interesting to me, and I feel like you guys will enjoy it a lot more. I don't know if you will, that's just my assumption, and I don't know, you can leave a comment on this one and the other one when it's out. Comments are always appreciated, as are rates and subscribes, wink wink. I'm winking but you can't see it because there is no face cam on this episode. In fact, I'm implying that there's a face cam on the second episode when in fact there isn't, so just ignore that completely please. But anyway, this is my favourite of Tim Westwood story, like I've already explained. I don't know why I'm saying that again. And I'm gonna go into it. It's episode 1 of my life story. Go. But anyway, back when I was a lot younger, I don't know how old, maybe something years old, I lived in a house in a town nearby. The town I'm not going to name just in case there's some angry people after me, because I make some like really controversial topics and stuff and they might be mad at me, so they're coming to search for me. But anyway, it was no special night. We're in the house. The house actually was a really good house because it faced the Wacky Warehouse. The Wacky Warehouse was a place I used to love, which now I can't go in because otherwise it would be deemed as creepy for some reason. Who knows why? But it was like there, and I could always go in it or whatever. I don't know, I'm turning around, never mind. My voice very not quiet, but I don't go in it, I would always go in it. But at night, it actually got quite scary because the car park got all empty and all these like animals at the night would go around, and I got really scared because there was all these noises of cats and owls and stuff. And it was always really weird and I didn't like it, so I just closed my curtains over and whatever. But then it was just like a normal night, I guess. It wasn't Christmas, it wasn't New Year, it wasn't anything special. And it was just one of those average nights, you know, and I'd have my radio on because I used to go to sleep with my radio on, and now I just listen to my iPod or something. But yeah, I went to sleep. I don't know what time, it was like 8 o'clock. I don't know. And then around midnight, I believe it was, I woke up and it was horrible because I got scared at pretty much everything when I was younger. Like the slightest sounds could freak me out, and this was more than a slight sound. This was drifting cars in the car park, and that was really, really annoying and really terrifying as well, actually. So I woke up and it was really loud, and I got up, went into the hallway. It turns out everyone was already awake, and I was wondering how I'd slept through this. I mean, I heard the sleeper, but it was really loud, so I have no idea how I managed it. But anyway, I got up to look out in the hallway, and everyone was already awake. So I was sort of half awake when I got there, and they told me to go back to sleep. I remember that now, but at the time I just sort of ignored it because I just didn't want to pay any attention. So they told me to go back to bed, and I just sort of stood there, and they kept telling me, but I just sort of stood there looking out. And they sort of put up with it or whatever, they didn't mind. So then there was all like these... I looked out the window, and it was really strange because there was 2 cars just drifting around aimlessly, and I think it lasted like an hour. I don't even know what they were doing and why they were trying to do it at such a normal night. Yeah, it was a normal night. And it was just so strange because they were just drifting on, they could get closer and closer to the house, and I just pictured like in my head one of them growing massive and like eating the house or something. I don't know, I had these really distorted thoughts. But anyway, I was watching these cars for ages, and then suddenly you just hear sirens of police or something because someone had obviously complained about it. So they were coming along, and then the 2 cars just disappeared. You could hear them just like driving away, still drifting in the distance down the normal road or whatever. So after that had all happened, I was still half asleep. I went back to bed. My radio was still on. Now this is because sometimes my parents would come in and check on me and turn my radio off, and sometimes they'd just completely ignore me because they're awesome parents. And my radio was on. I didn't really care because I would just go back to sleep with it again. What I didn't realise is a show that I was on. Now this is where you're going to learn about the man called Tim Westwood. You probably might know who he is. If not, then go Google him. But Tim Westwood is a radio DJ, I do believe. His nickname is Big Dog on the radio. And it now terrifies me because I was lying in bed. The radio is at the foot of my bed, and it was there on, and then suddenly all these sirens and other obnoxious noises like horns and dog barkings and stuff, it just kept reminding me of the drifting, and I was just like in bed going crazy. Please stop it, no, don't drift my house, because I like started to get nightmares about like this crazy car drifting around in my room, and I was getting so mental. Like, I don't even know how I'm still alive today. That was like the craziest night of my life. I don't even know. But anyway, it was just crazy noises and whatever. And then I listened out to the names because I wanted to find out who the hell this was. Because I mean, I kept going to sleep and waking up and going to sleep and waking up and whatever. And then I heard the name Tim Westwood. And now I have a phobia of the man. Not even kidding. I never listened to any of his shows ever again. And I don't even know. And then I think as soon as that went off, which was at like 4 in the morning, then I decided to get out of my bed and turn the radio off. And that really confuses me. Why did I do that? I don't know, because now I have a phobia of the man and I never want to listen to him again. So yeah. That was one of the worst nights of my life, I have to say. Just listening to some cars drifting and then going back to sleep to sirens and horns or whatever. And it was just really not good. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. No, I don't know how we could hear that. I just buried my face in my arms. But anyway, this has been episode 1 or 3. I don't even know. I don't have a name for this series. That's how organised I am. I don't know. I guess you could leave a suggestion for the name, but people don't generally comment. I mean, I tell people to comment, and then they like the video, which is good. But I would appreciate a comment too if I ask for your input. I mean, come on, guys, I love. I'm just kidding. I love you all. Crazy people. Oh, also, I want to point out, I think in the previous video, I don't know, the recording stuff's been so weird recently. I mean, I've like recorded the first video last or I don't know. I think it was the previous video. I said that I would do a Vine comments thing. I've said that loads, but I said that there was something wrong with it, like I'd have to do loads of work. But I think I've sorted it out now, so it's all good, and that's ready to be uploaded as soon as I get my internet back. In fact, in my last video, I said I've got my internet back, I think. I haven't actually that. I was talking in the future. Shh, don't tell anyone, please. But anyway, that's all the time I've got, otherwise I'm not going to have enough gameplay to cover anything. I have to slow down this end bit or something. But anyway, goodbye, people.